Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we're heading back to Burgville Gap and the American Civil War for another game of sharp practice. Alright, so today we're playing a custom mission, and the idea behind this is I'm trying to mitigate the extra long ranges of the rifled muskets, the 48-inch ranges, which have been very deadly to us when we normally play in our normal map setup, where there's a lot of open ground and such. Because pretty much you get lit up as soon as you deploy from your deployment point from everywhere on the board. So we're going to try something a little different today. We're going to go a little bit skirmisher heavy, and I placed a bunch of line of sight blocking trees just to keep those sight lines down a little bit, and we're also going to be playing long way. So hopefully that will make a difference. We'll find out. If not, then whatever. It is what it is. It's still a fun game of sharp practice. So let's go ahead and talk about the terrain, mission, and forces. So starting with the terrain, tonight's mat is the New Europe 2 mat by Cigar Box. It's one of our favorite ACW mats. Great farmland and good for anywhere really in the world, any time period. So if you want to get a copy of this for yourself, check the description for a link. So our typical ACW terrain, there's going to be split rail fences. These are going to be soft cover, minor obstacles. There's a lot of tree clumps, as I said earlier, to block some of those long lines of sight. Those are going to be soft cover, and typical woods rules, 4-inch visibility. And it's going to be soft cover for the houses as well. We have one little orchard here. This is the 6-inch visibility, soft cover. And other than that, I think that's it for the terrain. So we'll go ahead and go over the mission. The name of this mission is Goodflower. So Goodflower, the rebel drummer boy, holds vital intel both sides want. He was wounded in the last battle, which was near his home, and he ran off. He found his sister Lily, who helped him make it to an old barn where she is helping him heal up. Both sides have learned Goodflower is hidden in the barn and send out detachments to retrieve him. So the objective is to rescue or capture Goodflower. And to do this, your side must make contact with him and move him off of your board edge, which are going to be the short board edges long way. Goodflower and Lily are going to be starting off in the barn. And Goodflower is wounded. He cannot move on his own. He can only move 1d6 with Lily's help. If any unit gets within 12 inches of the barn, Lily and Goodflower will move out of the barn, away from the enemy, towards the nearest clump of trees. Also, something I'm doing to try to mitigate some of these long ranges is if you fire, if any of your firing goes through the barn or through Lily or Goodflower, you're going to have to roll on the leader chart for them, and if they are hit and wounded or killed or anything happens to them, you are going to roll a level 2 leader, bad thing for yourself. So try to keep people from just blasting away just straight ahead, and they're going to have to keep in mind that Goodflower and Lily cannot be fired through. So the rebels are going to be deploying from the eastern board edge, the road, and the Union forces are going to be deploying from the western board edge, the road as well. No movable deployment points are going to be allowed. We're also going to be having cavalry. We're going to do our normal thing where if you play 4 flags, you can bring your cavalry in. You can bring them in mounted from your road, or if you want to bring them in dismounted, you can bring them in anywhere along your long table edge. So we're going to say that the north table edge is the Union dismounted cavalry table edge, and the south table edge is the Confederate dismounted table edge. And I believe that does it for the mission. So we'll see how it works. Again, I just kind of cooked this up, no play testing or anything. So we'll see how it goes. Usually these turn out pretty well though. So go ahead and look at the forces. So we'll go ahead and start with the Union force. So no points as usual. Both forces are going to be essentially equal. So we're just going to match them up that way. So the Union force. So in charge we have Captain Reese Dignan here. He is a level 2 leader. And he is going to be assisted by Sergeant David Stotzenberg. So he's level 1, and they're in charge of 2 groups of regular line infantry, the Irish Brigade. We're going to bring the flags for free, just to get them on the board because we like looking at them. We're going to have 3 groups of skirmishers. So first up we have Sergeant Timothy Orr with the 1st Sharpshooters. So for sharpshooters, they're just going to be the same as skirmishers. They're just going to have the good shots rule, which gives them an extra d6 when they fire. And then we have 2 groups of regular Union skirmishers. All these guys are armed with rifled muskets. And then the first one is going to be commanded by Lieutenant Doug Eaglesham. And then the second group is going to be commanded by Sergeant Walt Leach. And all these three guys are level 1. And then the 4 flag cavalry reserve is going to be Lieutenant Tyson McInnes and his dismounted and his horse holders. So we got it all out, and hopefully we see some of these guys on the board. And that is the Union force. All right, the Confederate force. So first we'll start off here with Goodflower and Lily. They're the ones that are going to be inside of the barn to start the game. And this is essentially the same exact force that the Union has, but it's going to be commanded by Major Dan Klein. He's a level 2 leader, and he is going to be assisted by Sergeant Max Klein, a level 1 leader in charge of 2 groups of rebel infantry with rifled muskets. They also have their flags out. Then we're going to have 3 groups of skirmishers. These guys here, under Lieutenant Bill Barksdale, level 1, with this different shaped movement tray, are going to be the sharpshooters. Then we're going to have 2 groups of regular rebel skirmishers, and the first one's going to be commanded by Lieutenant Bo Nielsen, and the second one's going to be commanded by Sergeant Mark Donaldson. And then the rebel cavalry support is going to be under the command of Lieutenant G.P. Stewart. He's a level 1 commander, and they too have all their dismounts, horse holders, and everything as well. So that will do it for the forces, the mission, and when Andre gets here, we'll get started. Alright, so Andre's arrived. He's wearing his Tabletop CP shirt tonight, and he's going to be the good guys. I'm going to be the Confederates. And for support, we're both going to take the same exact thing, 5 points, a musician, a holy man, and we're going to bump up one of our level 1 leaders to level 2. I'm going to bump up Lieutenant Bo Nielsen, one of my skirmishers, and Andre is going to bump up Sergeant Timothy Orr, his sharpshooters, to a level 2. And yeah, that's it. That's all the pregame stuff, so we're ready to start. Alright, we're ready to begin. Andre will be the card guy. Red 4. That's Lieutenant Bo Nielsen. That's my upgraded level 2 leader. So I deployed Bo Nielsen there. So the road is our only jump off point. We're not able to bring any movables.
Has he got rifles?
Everyone's got rifled muskets.
Nice. Okay.
Red flag. Blue 3. That's your sharpshooters, Sergeant Orr. So Sergeant Orr has come in there off of the road, 12 inches out. Next card is my big man, Major Dan Klein. Major Dan has deployed in column on the road along with Sergeant Klein and our free colors and our musician. Next card, that's Klein. He can't do anything. Red flag. That's your big man, Captain Dignan. So Captain Reese Dignan and Sergeant Stotzenberg have deployed in column on the opposite side of the map here. Next card. Camera's in the way. Blue 4, that's Lieutenant Doug Eaglesham. So Eaglesham has come in here, 12 inches from the road on Andre's left flank. Blue flag. And the Tiffin has come out. So move on to the next turn. Next turn. Red flag. Okay, blue flag. Red 1, that's not what I wanted. Now I'm going to move up and probably get into range of something.
If you move up, you'll be in range, yes.
More than likely. And on the road? Okay.
Well,
I
you
can
could always go into
line.
Snap in.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. Alright, so Klein, he just moved up in column. Not a very good move. 8-inch move on 3d6. But with the second command, I snapped them in. Just so they're, with the ranges here, especially with some line of sight down the road, there's a good chance he could get hit. 4, that's Eaglesham, who is these guys here. Eaglesham, all 3 of his moves barely made it up past the house there. 5, that's Sergeant Walt Leach. That's your other group of skirmishers. So Sergeant Leach has just took up the spot where Eaglesham just was. Both heading down Andre's left flank. Red flag. Blue flag. Oh no. Okay. Red 3, that's Bill Barksdale. That's my sharpshooters. Barksdale has come in here. We were going to try to take a shot at Eaglesham, but we're an inch short. 49 inches away. So Eaglesham knew what he was doing. He's like, creep up slowly, guys. That's Orr. That's your sharpshooters. Orr has moved up into the orchard, and he is going to. They can see past. A lot of them can see past these trees. All but one guy. So needing fours. 4 hits. Hey, look at that! 3 hits on the Wargaming World dice. Woohoo! All gonna go on that group there, just because that's all that can be seen.
Oh, one more.
Oh yeah. Still nothing. Look at that.
And then I gave you a Wargaming World dice
Oh,
too.
you bastard! Sneaking that in there. Try next card. Blue flag. You got 3 flags.
I do.
Red 4. That's Bo Nielsen. My skirmishers are on the board. So Nielsen has moved up with 1d6. We're going to fire and reload. And we are going to fire at Eaglesham there. So long range, skirmishers in long range. First firing, needing 4s. So I got 3 hits. 3 hits there, Andre. You're going to be in soft cover. Nothing but a point of shock, which is fine. Alright, so they'll reload. And that's it for that. Card. Red flag.
You got 3.
Yeah. And what haven't I done yet? I've done 4, 1, and 3. So I still got Leach off the board. I could bring him in. No, I'm sorry, Donaldson. I got Donaldson off the board. I probably should bring him in. Yeah, I probably should. Burn the 3 flags. I brought Donaldson in here from the road. I just wanted to make sure I got everyone on, just in case the Tiffin came out. So now everything's on except for the calf. So next flag or next card. That's your big man, Captain Dignan. Dignan and his men moved up. What, he got like a 12-inch move or something?
13.
13-inch move. He's moved up and he's snapped in, similar to the way Klein did. Man,
bummer.
It's a good thing I brought in Donaldson when I did. And do you have anything that hasn't gone? I think everything
actually,
of yours is gone.
Yeah.
We'll check. Next turn. Blue 5. That's Sergeant Leach. And that is these guys back here. Leach just moved up. Only got a 7-inch move, so he's moving on to Eaglesham's left. Red 2. That's Sergeant Klein. Red flag. Blue 3. That's Orr. That's your sharpshooters back here. Sergeant Orr has just advanced out of the orchard. 1d6. He's going to reload. And again, fire at these guys here. Needing 5s.
I got a hit.
You got 1 hit. Okay. Let's see what we get. Point of shock.
Woohoo!
That not very good volley. Orr hasn't done very good today. Blue flag. We move on to the next one. 3. That's Barksdale. That's my sharpshooters. Barksdale advanced up. It didn't get a very good move. Took me 2d6 to get up 5 inches, but there we are. And we are going to fire at the Irish Brigade there on the road. So same deal, needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that, Barksdale. He's going to show Orr how to be a sharpshooter. And they're all going to have to go on that far right group there, because that's the only one I can see. So,
Hey.
Oh damn, 2 dead and a shock. Check your leader. Nope, but 2 dead and a shock. All right, and he'll be unloaded. On to the next thing. Blue flag. Blue 4. That's Eaglesham. That's these guys. Eaglesham just moved up 2d6, right?
Yep.
So you're going to be unloaded. He's wound up there. Not a very good move. These guys seem hesitant to move up. I wonder why, with all these musket balls, mini balls flying around. But he's going to fire over there at, who is that? Nielsen, behind the fence. Even 4s. Were these
not
yours?
my night. Yep. 3 hits.
3 hits. Okay. Nielsen in hardcover. No, nothing. So they're going to be unloaded. All right, next card. Everybody's got to get up to the barn there. Blue flag, that's 3. That's 2 flags in a row.
There's 3.
3 flags in a row. So roll a random event there for.
I will randomly 7.
So 7 on the chart is Pall of Smoke. So a pall of smoke has appeared in front of Eagle Sham there, and it's going to be -1 to shoot through that. And that's the end. So what do we have left here? You got your big man. I think I still have my big man too.
Yeah.
I got a
bunch
stuff.
of stuff.
So first up, after the tip, and Andre, I never did say what our force morale. He's an 11, I'm a 10. We both have 3 flags, so he's going to go first, and he's going to have Dignan's men present and fire. In 4s.
1.
6 hits. So we'll start off on this group here. It's a dead and a shock. And then this other group, dead. So a dead out of each. And then a shock onto these guys. So they're going to have 2 shock now. Alright, now I will do something after the tiffin. Alright, so I just moved, they wheeled. So Andre was kind enough to remind me that if I just blasted straight ahead, I would have to roll for Goodflower and Lily in the barn. So I did
a massive double one
wheel, but I did clear the barn. So next time I should be able to fire.
You still got your 2 skirmish.
And I still got Leach and Donaldson left. The last 2 flags, Andre was done with his stuff. I moved Nielsen and Donaldson both just moved up towards the barn. We're going after Goodflower. And we'll move on to the next turn. Next turn, we're approaching the barn. Red 3, that's our Barksdale, my sharpshooters. Barksdale is moved up. He's going to reload and then fire, so he'll be unloaded. And we're firing at Orr and his sharpshooters. I think we're in effective range now, within 36. Should be. You can check that.
I'll double check here.
So I'll be getting the +1. We're also saying that the aside from being good shots, both of these sharpshooters are considered light infantry, and the rest of the guys are just skirmishers. So we're going to get the +1 here, so 4s again. There we go. 5 hits, Andre. It's hard cover though, because you're in behind that fence. Come on, give me some shock.
Ouch.
There we go. 3 shock. Nice.
Ouch.
3 shock onto Orr. 3 shock on him, but Andre did boost into a level 2. Blue 4, that's Eagle Sham. That's these guys behind the Pall of Smoke. So Eagle Sham's moved up 1d6. He got past the Pall of Smoke, and he is now within 12 of the barn. So we'll have Goodflower and Lily will move out, and they'll probably go out this way. I think that makes the most sense from where the guy is that's coming up within 12. So they'll just step outside the barn.
What's going on?
What's all this shooting?
Hey guys, what's happening?
So there they are. Okay, and then he's gonna reload and fire. In force. 1, 2, 3,
Man.
4. It's pretty good.
No, it's average.
Better than you've been rolling.
Yeah.
4
Hey, I'm
hits.
up to average. Woohoo!
And I'm in soft cover. Oh no, 2 shock.
Shock.
That's not good.
Twice as much damage as previously done in the entire game.
All right. Red flag. The big man, Reese Dignan. Dignan pulled the shock, reloaded, and he moved up 1d6. Got a 6-inch move. He didn't fire because he would have been too close to Goodflower and Lily. Red flag. That's my sergeant. He'll pull a shock. Can you pull a shock off of there for me, Steve? Stotzenberg.
You'll do likewise.
They're out of shock. They don't even have any shock.
He'll pull a shock off of these guys. He's that good. If he was actually up in the fight.
Get up here, Stotzenberg, damn it. Blue flag. 5, that's Sergeant Donaldson. Donaldson moved up 8 inches on 3d6. He's moving up towards Goodflower. Saying, get back here, damn it. Berserker. That's 2 flags in a row. That is Orr, your sharpshooters. Orr moved up. Well, first of all, he used both flags, and one of his 2 commands to pull all 3 shock. He used his free move to move up to the fence, reloaded, and he's going to fire at Barksdale, needing 4s.
4 hits.
4 hits. Hard cover. Oh no, 2 dead.
And a shock.
It's not Barksdale though. Whew. Thank God. I'm down 4 dudes. All right, and Steve, you can put a shock on those guys.
Shot coming up.
Blue 5. That's Walter Leach. That's these guys here. Walt Leach moved up 2d6, and he's going to fire through this gap at Donaldson. Needing 3s, first firing.
Whoa, look at all those 3s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That would be 7.
7 hits. All right, soft cover.
Roll those wargaming dice.
Dead and 2 shock. But it's not him. All right, dead and 2 shock. Okay, you can put 2 shock on there for me, Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh.
Who's getting? He's getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donaldson. All right, next card. Another blue flag. Hey.
And.
Oh, you would have had that.
But now I can sharp practice, can't I?
Good.
I guess.
Reload.
Yeah, since I never marked them as unloaded.
Oh man, I was waiting for that 4th red flag to come out.
Darn.
Okay, is there anything I didn't do? My big man and my number 4 flag. I moved the big man, Dan Klein, up. Didn't get a very good move, but he is up there. And then I've had Nielsen move up, his group move up 4 inches. And I'm going to fire. I'm going to be unloaded because it took me 2d6 to move that.
Wow.
3 hits, and I'm firing at Eaglesham. Oh, dead. And a shock. So check your leader. Could be Eaglesham. It's not Eaglesham. And another shock. And that'll do it. Next turn. Here we go. Red 2. That's Klein. That's my sergeant over here. He'll just move a shock. The last shock I have. Blue flag. Red 1. The big man. I can't really shoot because... But I could order these guys to run up. That's probably what I'll do. Let me think about it. Move Goodflower and Lily at the start of the turn. 2 inches, so let us kind of run like that.
Make a break for that.
Go for the trees. All right, now it'll be Dan Klein. So Donaldson has moved up, and he's grabbed Goodflower and Lily, and we're gonna try to run off with them, but. But even if you shoot at me, you're still going to have to roll bad thing if you hit them.
Yep.
So it's a chance. I'm taking a risk, but that's the objective.
Well, I'm not shooting them. I'm shooting back here. That's a skirmish screen.
Okay. All right. Lily and Goodflower join the skirmish screen. And then Klein himself just moved up 5 more inches. Next card. Red 5. That's Donaldson. He just went, but he will pull a shock. Blue flag. Red 4. That's Bo Nielsen. That's these guys here. Wait, yeah. So Nielsen. He is a level 2 though. I boosted him, so I will pull 1 shock. And I'll need, yeah, 1 more die, please. And they're going to reload and fire. And then we'll probably do a move as well. But we're going to fire straight ahead at Eaglesham. I need 4s again. 1, 2, 3 hits. Only 3 hits this time. But more shock would be welcomed. A dead and a shock. Check your leader. It might be Eaglesham. Not Eaglesham. Didn't you lose a guy out of there last turn? Or at the end of last turn? Remember, because you rolled for Eaglesham last time. So you should be down 2 guys in there. And then we'll move these guys up 2 inches. There we go. And next turn. Hey, finally a red flag comes out.
Finally.
I've done everything. Except bring in Padilla.
Wow.
Ah,
Really?
wow. So Andre's going to get to do two things before me. Or he's going to get to do something first. And I think all I have left is 3, which is Barksdale. His first flag, Andre is going to have Eagle Sham, reload and fire. He's only going to get 3 shots though. He got one hit. One hit. Are these all Wargaming World dice? Oh man. Damn it. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. And then he's going to move back behind the pall of smoke. Barksdale is next. He is going to move up, reload, move up to the fence, and fire through this gap at Dignan's men, needing 4s. Not even in one hit. And you had
Are
something,
you shooting at us?
you had something left too.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. So we'll let Andre do his last flag. The last, Andre's going to have Leach just move up to the fence. He's going to fire at Klane's formation, needing 4s. Two hits. 2 hits. In the open. Can you see both or just that one on the left there? Probably just the one on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to the left.
2 shot.
shot.
Okay, 2 shots on those, and that'll be the end of the turn. Next turn. Blue 5. That's Leach again. These guys, so they're unloaded.
No.
Okay, so you can fire and reload.
Fire, reload.
Alright, what are you firing at?
Same thing.
Same thing, okay.
So 7 shots this time.
7 shots, needing 4s.
And 3 hits.
3 hits. On those same guys again. Oh, 2 dead.
And a shock.
And it's the guy, it's the sergeant. Sergeant Klein. He's knocked out.
Oh man.
Sergeant Klein is knocked unconscious.
So
I lost one guy.
The 3 was a shock, right?
Yeah.
In the open.
And then Sergeant Klein is knocked out. We lost
You
one
lost,
man.
dude. Nice volley, dude.
Bad thing.
Nice volley.
It's got to be a minus
Yeah.
1. All right, next card. I dropped down to 9. That's all right. Blue 1. That's your big man, Dignan. Dignan, present, fire, and he's going to just blast straight ahead. So it's going to hit these 2 groups and them, and possibly Goodflower and Lily presenting and firing. So it'll be unloaded, needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
What? No, look at that roll.
Yeah, that's.
I re-roll 1s, right?
Nope. That's chain of command.
7 1s, 3 2s,
How many did you get?
5 hits.
5 hits. All right. All right. So 2 here, 2 on the big man, 1 on them. So we'll start here, and these guys are gonna be in soft cover. A dead. See a bit. Oh, it's them. Okay, so it's gonna be my leader for sure, but it's also gonna be one of them. So I'll roll my leader first. This is Donaldson. Is that knocked out? I think he's knocked out too. So bad thing for that. That's nothing. So Donaldson's knocked out, and you got both of them. So that means you got to roll 2 bad things. Has level 2 leader. Oh, we got to see what happens to him. So Goodflower takes a wound, so he's already wounded. Lily, she's killed. Oh, you killed Lily. No. All right, level 2 leaders. So 2 bad things, Andre.
I don't think I realized it was quite that easy to hit civilians.
It wasn't. I just rolled the perfect roll.
Well, you rolled 1 hit.
Okay, we'll just say one of them gets hit. How about that?
I mean, so it was
We'll say Lily gets killed.
1 leader hit, and all 3 of them got taken down.
All right, roll. It's 1 bad thing. Okay, so that's probably a minus 1. Lily's dead. We have Goodflower, but Donaldson is unconscious. Andre's down to 10 on his force morale.
And you still got 2 sets.
Oh yeah, these guys over here.
to-
So 2 shock back here, and a dead there. Wait a minute. I don't think I was supposed to roll that now that I think about it, because you only rolled you have to get equal to, or under, not equal to. Okay, hold on. A little bit of a reset. I never mentioned this in the video. I did talk to Andre about it before the game. But one of the rules that I made for Lily and Goodflower is that if they get hit even by line, that it's equal to, not under, like it normally is for line troops. So similar to how a skirmisher would shoot. So it turns out Donaldson's not hit. So that one hit went on Lily, and she was sadly killed. So yeah. You killed Lily, Andre. Good job.
I did. Hey.
Damn terrorist. Union terrorists killing our civilians.
They ran out in the. We were shooting at the line troops. They ran out in front.
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Incidental. 4. That's Eaglesham. These guys here, they got 3 shock. Eaglesham is going to fire straight ahead through the pall of smoke. So there's going to be -1 to hit Nielsen. And how many shots are you getting here?
4, I believe.
Yeah,
4 shots.
Even force.
2 hits.
2 hits.
That's one of my best volleys out of them so far.
Soft cover. Oh, another dead. Man, my leaders are just getting nailed. It's not the leader though, thank God. I'm getting rolling a lot of 6s now. And then he still has an action. Are you going to move him?
Well, he's got the movement action.
A free move.
I don't really want to get out from behind that pall of smoke, so no.
Okay, next one.
We'll just hang.
Hey, look, something red.
I was going to say, aren't we going to do the mirror image of last time?
Apparently not. We might. Nope. That's Donaldson. That's back from the dead. We're going to move. So Donaldson has grabbed Goodflower, who's now suddenly happy to be back with the Confederates. And he's moved, not a very good move, but he did get behind the barn at least. Oh, damn. So you get to go, you get to do something first and then I'll go. First Andre had Orr just reload, hop the fence. He got 5 inches over. And then what I did is I just had Nielsen move up behind those trees over there. And his job is just going to be to try to harass and just cause some distraction for what's-his-face trying to get off the board, Donaldson. Blue 5, that's Leach. That's these guys again. So Leach is way the hell up there now. He's making
moving on out.
Blue 3, that's Orr. That's these guys. Orr is moved up. He's gonna rear shot onto Donaldson. Even force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Ooh.
All right, come on, Donaldson. Holy crap.
Wow.
Dead. That's a lot of shock.
And 6 shock.
2, 4, 6, 8 shock. Check the leader. Oh, it's him, or
It's one of them.
one of them. Okay, 4 up, it'll be Goodflower. It's Goodflower.
Wow.
He takes another wound, so you're going to have to do a level 2 leader wounded, bad thing. So they're going to break. So what's going to happen to Goodflower if they break? Did you just run off the board with them?
I guess. Level. So 3, that'll be -1.
Probably -1, yeah. We'll figure it out. All right. Donaldson's wound up back there. We're just going to say Goodflower just stays. Everyone runs off. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just going to stay there. And yeah, down to 8. He's got like 9 shock with... Wait, 10 shock with 5 guys, which is breaking. Which breaks. Wait, I took 8 shock, right? Hold on a second here. I did not break. I took 8 shock, I had 1, which takes me to 9, and I had 5 guys, which is not double. So, but I do have to do an involuntary withdrawal, Andre, of
Okay.
like, what, a bunch of shit, like 5 inches or something. Excess shock.
So you're coming back
4.
5?
4, yeah. 4, which will probably put me in the line of sight of more guys now. So Donaldson will go with them. Poor Lily's back here. All right, something red. Let's get something red here. There's something red.
Nope. Put it, that.
I need a red.
I got to stick that on the bottom.
A
That
red
was an
number.
illegal flip.
Not a red flag, a red number. Okay, that's 2 flags in a row.
There's a red number.
That is Nielsen. That's these guys here. So these guys, first I had Nielsen pull a shock, and then he reloaded. We moved up a D6, and we're gonna fire and reload. No, just fire.
Yeah.
Just fire. Needing 4s. 2 hits.
Wow. I skated.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got
Maybe.
a kill. You could be Lynch. No, it's not Lynch. Just a guy dead. And then I'll be unloaded. Man. Okay, next card. We're just trying to run interference here. Red flag. Red flag.
Got 3.
Keep going. Ah, the big man, finally. All right, Major Dan. So Major Dan, first thing he did is he had Donaldson move. He ordered his group to move, and he got, what, a 16-inch move, and he's made it behind the house there. So it's a good, with 9 shock. It's a good thing you don't count shock when you're moving away from the enemy. And we're dragging Goodflower with us. Fireman's carry. Probably should slow down movement because of him. Because she can only move him 1d6. But, hell with it. These are big, strong rebel guys. They're 6 of them, 5 of them can carry little Goodflower. And then Dan's going to just blast away straight ahead at Dignan. Present, they haven't fired yet. So first fire present within effective range is 3s. 11 shots. So I missed 3.
4.
So that's
That one misses also.
4. All right then, 6 hits, Andre.
6 hits.
6 hits onto these guys, so you can split them up between the 2 groups.
Okay. Red group, other group.
So red group is this first one.
So red group a shock, other group 2 shock.
Yep. So not horrible. And then I'll be unloaded with Major Dan. Next card. There's a good chance we might make it off the board, but it's not a given yet. 2 flags in a row. And that's your sergeant. Sergeant Stotzenberg, whipping the men into shape, pulling a shock. Hey, you can pull 3 more shock, Andre.
I can.
We're waiting for our cab to come out.
Oh,
no.
or not.
That's Andre's only hope, is to bring McKinnis in off the board edge, dismounted over there. And
Well,
stop
actually,
me.
I get another. Do I get a shot? Or are you going to say you're completely behind the building?
I'm behind the building.
Not going to let me
We're
shoot
moving
at
from
you.
building to building. So we both have 3. We'll figure it out. First thing we're going to do, he's going to have Orr and his sharpshooters fire through these guys. So we're going to have to give them hard cover, Andre, because we're shooting through a bunch of dudes. But he's shooting through them, apparently, at Donaldson. Probably needing 5s. Wow. That's not bad.
4, 5, 6 hits.
How many are you rolling here?
8.
You're supposed to be only getting 6.
Um,
Because it's after the Tiffin. But you do get good shots, so you should be getting 7. I don't know how many dice you rolled.
I rolled 8, and apparently there was a dice over here.
I know that 2 of these were under here.
Okay, well, let's count these. So
4 hits. Alright, 4 hits, hard cover. Another point of shock, so they are going to break now.
another
Finally.
2 points of shock.
No, because it's hard cover.
But I'm shooting them in the rear.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the number it needs. It just doubles this one.
Right.
Yeah, so 11.
They were.
So they're going to break. So these guys... So Goodflower again will get down. And these guys are going to run off. Let's see if they make the board edge. Let's see. 12.
Don't think so.
Probably not. So luckily they're not going to rout. But I will now roll my group breaks bad thing. A 1. I think that's a -1. We'll check it. So next I'll do something. So they're back there now. Goodflower's here. So in response, I had Barksdale. He got a pretty good move. Moved 2d6 and then used his last command to turn around so I wouldn't take shock from hell from Orr over here, who's dishing out double shock like crazy. And then the last thing is Andre is going to have, he's going to have his big man Reese Dignan just fire a volley straight ahead. Present and fire, right?
Can he present on a?
Oh, after
flag?
the sipping? I guess not. So this will be an uncontrolled volley.
So just fire reload, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be uncontrolled after this.
So fives?
Yep, you're within 36. Fives. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits, so 2. So the red will be the big man's group, and the white will be the other group. So big man's group takes a dead, and then a shock on those guys. So I am down 3, 6, 9 total dead, plus a knocked out leader, and then a group routing. And that's it, so we move on to the next turn. Next turn, come on red. Oh, red 2.
There it is.
Oh, he's knocked out. Hold on, let me see if he gets up. Come on, Klein. We need you. Nope. Red flag.
Look at all that red.
Red 5. That's Donaldson. He'll pull a shock. Blue 2. That's Sergeant Stotzenberg. He'll pull a shock. Blue 3 is Oregon.
Oregon.
4 is going to stay put. He's going to fire at plane. Needing
Fours?
4s.
1, 2,
I think
3,
you needed 4s.
and a 4.
Okay, so 2 on to Klein's group. Nothing.
Wow.
2 on to Klein's group. Another dead. These poor guys are getting... Oh, I gotta check the leader, right? Not the leader. But they're holding their ground.
Yep.
And that's what they're supposed to do. Just hold the line, boys. Barksdale. All right. Barksdale's now moved back 7. Uses last command to turn around. We're getting close to Goodflower. Blue flag. Oh, crap.
Woo!
So Andre gets to go first because he's got a higher force morale than me by 1.
Reload fire.
Andre's going to have his men fire. So that's 8, 14. 14, needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 hits. All right, that's 3 each. Hold the line. Hold the line, Klein. So this will be on Klein's group. Another 2 dead. We're getting whittled down, but we're still there somehow. And then 2 more
Didn't
shock.
just mean 2 each? You got 3 groups.
Oh, 3 groups. Andre said reroll. So we'll start here with Klein's group. Still a dead. Man, I can't stop rolling 6s. Klein's group. Another 6. All right, Barksdale. Okay, just a shock on Barksdale. And a dead each here, and then a shock here as well. These guys have 5 shock with 4 guys, so they're going to fall back an inch. We'll just have everyone go with them.
Because you're trying to retreat anyhow.
We're falling back slowly. All right, bad thing for involuntary withdrawal. It's a -1. I'm down to 7. Okay, now it's something. Now I'll do something. Major Klein and his boys did a 5-inch move back, and then they used their last command to flip around. So we're right there by Goodflower. Someone's gonna have to grab them. One of us, hopefully. Hopefully McInnes don't come in off the board edge. Uh-oh, that's the big man. He's gonna fire another volley straight ahead. All right, so Dignan couldn't get his men under control, so he's firing an uncontrolled volley just straight ahead, needing 5s. Still within 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll take it.
6 hits. So that's 2 each again. Okay, let's start with Klein's group here. 2 more shock, so they're up to 5. If you could do the shock for me, Andre. Klein's group, 2 more shock. So those guys are getting close to breaking. And then Barksdale. Nothing on Barksdale. Okay, so what are we at here?
7.
7 with 4, so they're not broke yet. And then 5 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, these two guys, the flag guys, I believe, count towards shock as well.
Oh, wow.
So I'll just have them be with those guys. Okay. So you're going to be you're fired.
So you just drop back 1 inch.
Yeah. So another bad thing for. Let me reroll that. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. There we are.
Tiffin.
We're falling back slowly.
Tiffin.
The Tiffin from.
Okay, a couple flags and then the Tiffin. Hey, you pulled the shock.
No, I got to see if I get up
Oh,
first. Come on, Klein, get up.
There is that.
Yeah, he's getting up.
Okay,
Whoa.
another target.
How did we get back here? Weren't we up there?
What are you guys doing?
Red flag, hold on. I could activate Barksdale's group right now with those 2 flags. Both flags, Barksdale has grabbed Goodflower and we've made it to there. Another red flag, so that's only 1. I burned those other 2. Watch out, now I'll get Stewart out. I'll get the 4th one. The Tiffin, and then Andre will go first, and then I'll go. First up, Orr is going to fire at Barksdale. See if he can break them. Needing 5s. 2?
2 hits. Come on, 2 5s or 2 6s.
1. So I take 2 shock. So I'm up to 4 with 4 guys.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
Okay. Then I'll do something, which I have pretty much everything left except Barksdale's guys. He fired. Klein again just fell back another 5 and turned around. So we're just slowly moving off the board. Barely holding it together. And then over here, the last thing he's going to have, Leach is going to assault into Nielsen. So Leach is going to get 7. And then we are going to, I'm going to get 6. So just roll him right there. Reroll that one. So he's got 1 so far.
1.
Just 1
I got
6.
1.
He got 1 6. All right, Bo, you can do it.
Yep.
Yep, 2. So I beat you by 1, so we both got to check our leaders. It's not my leader.
Not my
Not
leader.
your leader. So we'll figure it out. Okay, at the end, Leach just fell back 6 inches. He lost 2 guys, took 2 shock. I lost 1 guy, took 1 shock. I won the combat. I'm still unloaded. And that's it, so we move on to the next turn. Alright, so at this point, Andre and Captain Dignan are just going to pack it up. They're going to let us take Goodflower off the board, and they're calling it. So he's going to concede, and we're going to come back and wrap it up. Alright, so in the end, hey, we won. The Stonewall Brigade won a game. I finally won a game of AC. I think this might be the first time I've ever won an ACW game.
With 27 shock on 5 units.
Hey, like I said, we're barely holding it together. We're holding it together long enough to get off the board. So we got Goodflower, the deserter. We're going to take him back with us, shake him down, see what his problem is. Sadly, his sister Lily was killed in the battle, and Goodflower's not going to be happy about that. He'll probably desert again, I bet. I mean, we're going to have to chain him up or something so he can't get away. I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we'll do something. But yeah, it was a good game. I think that the changes I made with the trees and Goodflower shooting through, of course, I think maybe that stopped 1 or 2 volleys. Well, I know it stopped one of yours at the beginning, and it stopped one of mine as well, not shooting through them.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I had them, it's like, you're just like, well who cares?
It's
Blast away.
I either shoot and risk it, or he just runs off.
And you were at 11 on your force morale, so it's like you could take a couple of -2s.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I mean, it was a deterrent, but it wasn't a huge deterrent to stop you from doing it outright.
I think the main thing on this coming in long table edges was
That helped.
not starting in range is so
Yes.
bizarre in this game.
Yeah, 'cause I think, is this the first time we've ever played long
I think
ways?
so.
Really?
I think so.
That seems like a no-brainer way to kind of reduce the
Well,
amount of initial shooting, but
We're not exactly veterans at this game
Yeah.
yet.
well, this period, the game we are.
Well, the period.
But also not having, if we would have had movable force or deployment points, then
Yeah.
we would have had guys in range.
Yeah.
So starting only on the edges and having the trees, having the barn, having civilians, all of that contributed to a lot different game. Most of our ACW games are I deploy, Andre's got 2 units, and I immediately start taking fire, and I never move. It's usually just skirmishers moving, and the 2 lines just kind of sit there and blast away.
Well,
And that's pretty much what
wasn't-
happened in this game.
I was going to say, that's not that different here.
No. But also having only 2 groups of line. Usually we have 3 or 4 groups of those guys, and it gets pretty brutal when they just start
Those are
mowing
rough
down.
volleys to, yeah.
I mean, everyone on the board is just hit by those. But I mean, it is what it is. That's just the way that this period plays, and it is a lot different game than if you were to play, say, Peninsula or something, where very limited rifles. You got maybe 1 or 2 units with rifles, if that, and everyone else has muskets. It's a lot different game, and I prefer that personally. I mean, I like having ACW. I like the look of it, the history of it. But just gameplay wise, I just still prefer muskets over this kind of stuff. I just think it's more fun. There's more maneuvering. There's
a lot more to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being able to reach out and that and the single reload on the rifles. Just there's the rifles
Right.
become a little too good, which that was a problem at this point.
Well, I think there's even a weapon. I forgot what it's called, but there's a weapon that shoots 48, and you can shoot twice.
Oh, repeat.
There's like a repeater.
Repeaters.
It's like, imagine that. It's like, okay, I don't even have to reload. I just fire twice, 2 volleys every time I activate. 48 inches. It's like,
Sweet.
yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck surviving that. So, but yeah, I think it was.
Could you imagine my sharpshooters with repeaters?
Oh, those guys would be.
They were definitely my MVP. I mean,
Oh yeah, MVP. There you go. So it's
they pretty much did.
Timothy Orr and his sharpshooters are your MVP. My MVP, even though Donaldson is routing, I still call him my MVP because he got all the way up here, grabbed him, and he made it pretty far back before he took 8 shock
in one.
8 shock in 1 volley, and then he broke. But
that was
actually, that
harsh.
didn't even break him. Remember, he was at 9 with 5 guys.
Yep.
So it was the next volley that did him in. But
Yeah.
he wound up eventually with the dreaded 2-dial shock counter. But
He got it down to 10.
He got Goodflower all the way back here, and then from there, my main line just kind of steadily fell back, and Barksdale moved out and grabbed him, and off the board. So yeah, it worked out well. I thought Andre would be a little more aggressive moving up. You kind of got up here and just kind of stopped moving. I don't know if that's because you didn't get the cards. You just chose not to. I don't remember why. You just kind of stopped with your skirmishers kind of back there about 12 inches away from the barn. Was that a conscious thing, or did you just never get the cards?
They're.
Or were you just shooting?
I was mostly shooting, and there just wasn't really any cover, and
Yeah.
I was gonna just get peppered if I was the first one out there, which you kind of took that risk, and you did get peppered on the way in.
Yeah,
and
pepper on the way out.
on the way out too. But you got that incredible roll when you're. I mean, you had
16-inch
2,
move.
3 shock, and you still got a 9-inch move.
Oh yeah,
To make the grab.
yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't even your intent. You were just trying to get up to the corner of the building,
And that wasn't. I don't even think I rolled all 3 of them. I only did 2d6 because I was gonna fire, I think. And I'm like, oh, I can just make it and grab them.
yeah.
So I actually had another d6 to move with Donaldson to grab them. But anyway, yeah. So I think it was a fun game, fun scenario. If you're trying to do something a little different in ACW, you could try something like this, just to get a different game out of it. Yeah. So live stream tonight. So thanks to all the guys who were here, watching, hanging out, chatting with us. I appreciate that. And if you're watching the live stream afterwards, thanks for watching it afterwards. And as usual, check out our Facebook group, check out our Patreon page, where we've just started a brand new AWI Patreon-only campaign that Andre's written. We just played the first game. We're going to play the next game probably in a couple of weeks, or maybe 3 weeks from now. And it's just going to be a homemade sharp practice campaign. So it's going to have persistent death, persistent increases in leader levels for doing well, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's got RPG elements to it, so it's pretty fun. So if you want to see something like that, plus we got a lot of other, we got chain of command campaigns, we got all kinds of stuff. So if you want to get in on that, check that out. Help the channel out. And yeah, we'll call it. So thanks to Andre for coming over, and Steve was here earlier helping man the cameras, which was actually very nice. We should do that more often. Have a third person. I've been talking about that for a long time. But having a third person moving the cameras is great. So anyway, that's it. So we're going to sign off for now. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.